Hello, my name is Kevin. This and we are Dirty 20 Gaming. And for those of you that are looking, I'm way over here at the other side of the screen from where I usually am. And there's a reason for that. This is the very first, the premiere, the first of many of our new series that I have been looking forward to for a very long time. I am all about getting people into games. If you want to play a game, come to our Discord and we will get you in a fun shot. If you want to run a game, this is the latest challenge. If you want to run a game, get a hold of us over at the Discord and we will get you here. This is exactly the challenge that was taken up tonight, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But first, I want to introduce everybody that's here right after I cross my I and dot my T. The I have to dot is that we are using Roll20 tonight for our virtual tabletop. So all the information you guys see in that panel below me, that's from Roll20. And also on that note, the background imagery behind us in the overlay is from Pixabay. A magnificent source of copyright-free art. You should get all your stuff from them, and you should credit them a lot, even though technically you don't have to, which is one of the things that makes it so great. But that's enough of that. Let us get to the people we have here tonight to help us, first bomb drop of the evening, playtest a system that nobody has ever streamed before, as far as I know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Sue me if I'm wrong. Also, we have some amazing people who have joined us to watch. Hello, hi guys, how you doing? I did not promote anything anywhere. I was too busy. Anybody that has got a moment, I would appreciate the heck out of that. We've already gone live, and I forgot. Thank you. So many things that I really should do. They just got to be on a list, and I didn't get them done. All right. Anyway, back to this. We have, for the second time, a virtual guest, a VTuber. This particular one is known as Jellycat, and they have more drinks on their table than I do, which is saying something. And your coffee's still hot. That's not fair. Mine's already getting cold. There's no steam on it.
And the virtual coffee.
The virtual coffee stays hot as long as you need it to until you click the icon. Well, thank you very much for bringing us into the 2021 with the newest and greatest thing. Thank you for being virtual for us. That's a sentence that'll probably sound less weird in 5 years. Okay. We also have with us this evening Luna is joining us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, coming in to playtest somebody else's stuff sight unseen in front of an audience requires tremendous bravery. Thank you so much for coming here.
Okay.
Someone who would break through a wall and yell, "Yeah!" to get into any game. I
did that once.
Scarred Adventure. It wasn't even a fake wall. It was concrete. The whole side of the house came down.
Like it wasn't, it was more like grab by the shoulders and let me in. You know.
Followed by, "Oh, that hurt, bricks fell on me." The Scarred Adventurer. One of many times he received wounds in the course of his day. I don't know how to finish that sentence. I usually do, but sometimes you just start a sentence and it just gets away. Thank you very much, Scarred, for joining us this evening. I'm looking forward to what all of you are bringing through this to this tonight. Which brings us to, oh, look at that face. Nervous, anxious, excited, joyful. All of them. Breathing. That's the important part. That's the one I wanted. Nice, deep breath. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the host for tonight's game, the creator of the system we're using, the person who got us through our session 0, and we all have an understanding of how this works, and that is a trick unto itself with a new system. And as somebody, just before I hand this over, as somebody who has very nearly 4 decades of gaming, of playing systems, this system is really well done. And once it is polished and the buttons are on it, keep an eye out over at our Discord. We are going to make sure that everybody who wants access to this gets it. So, with no further ado, there's the big breath again. Aqua, if you would be so kind as to take us on a journey.
Hello. Okay. To start for scene order, what's everybody's stamina?
43.
35.
What was
29.
yours, Luna? I should know yours, Luna.
You're okay. I just gotta find it. It is 31.
Okay. What was? I'm sorry. 40 something. I think was the highest.
43 was mine.
Okay.
Good grief.
Um.
In another postal code.
Yeah. Okay. What would you like your character to be doing?
What is the entering a city? I guess would be considering the mission I'm on, if that works.
Well, I'm going in stamina.
Oh, sorry, in
highest
descending
to
order.
lowest.
My apologies.
I'm standing under a street lamp, slowly playing the violin, hoping no one notices the fact that I'm not doing the best job at it, but I'm trying my darndest.
What's your insight?
11.
Okay, make an empathy check.
Empathy check.
Because that can work for deception too.
Okay, and that is...
Under skill checks.
Yep.
For you, if you have an 11, that would be a +1.
Oh, and I should have mentioned this before we started. Anybody that hasn't, there are some macros in this game. For anybody that hasn't opened them up, if you remember how to do that, go right ahead. If you don't, let me know and I will talk you through it. It only takes a second. I apologize for interrupting, Aqua. I should have had this done before we started.
It's perfectly fine.
I am about to tell you what my empathy is as soon as I find out what my empathy was, because I think I actually didn't write it down.
If your charisma was 8, then it should be a +1.
Great, then it is a +1. And for these rolls, what is the general roll that we make for checks?
D20.
D20.
So
Thank you.
the way the macro works, if you hit that, click roll a d20, it asks you for the modifier. Just add what you're supposed to add and hit enter.
13.
Thusly.
Okay, there's a few people who notice, but not too many of them. You get a few weird looks, but it's mostly, but it's nothing more than that.
Sounds good.
Who was next?
Um,
I should have written down
well,
that note. Order myself.
is there anything else you want to do before?
I'm going
before
to
we move on?
I'm going to give someone that noticed me in the crowd a quick wink that sparks with electricity. And a shh.
Okay. Is that all you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. What was the next highest? Joey Cat, you said yours was
29.
okay, then how do you pronounce that name, Kevin?
That's Quern.
Quern.
As in the Quernstone. He's a 35.
Okay.
I know I spelled it
So-
differently than actual Quern. That's intentional.
What would you like your character to be doing? What would you like him to be doing?
I am just heading into this city and just straight lining it, like right down the middle of the sidewalk. People go around me or they go under me. It's I'm not being aggressive about it. I just don't divert. I just move in a very straight line. I am short and wide and stocky and kind of grumbling to myself the whole time, just right down the middle of the sidewalk, heading for the town square.
Do you have a goal in mind once you get there?
I want to find a tavern, and then there's some stuff I'd like to go and see if I can steal. Is my initial plan.
Well, okay.
Feel free to divert me. That was just the direction I chose to go. So.
Yeah, it's just there's a few things you should know about alcohol's effect on dwarves. Like they can consume it and they can still taste it, but they're immune to intoxication, as are elves and kobolds. So anything of primordial origin can.
And in that case, I'm really looking for a tavern because I'm looking for a drinking game. I'm looking for somebody to play a drinking game with that doesn't know that about dwarves.
Well, they'd have to have a pretty low insight to.
Okay.
Well, they'd have to be pretty much level 1 to not know.
Okay. In that case, I guess I will just look for the market. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a blacksmith's hammer.
Okay.
I just have this. I just have this mallet.
Weapons are for this system. Weapons are the way they are until you upgrade them, until you reach the next few levels.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to use it as a weapon. This was a tool that I'm just looking to take back to the refinery with me. I wouldn't soil it by hitting somebody with it. This is going to do a job.
Okay, in that case, you find a blacksmith easily. And what were you trying to do?
Friend, I need the head. 12 to 14 pounds. I have the shaft at home already.
You do have some coins, but to determine how much he wants, make a persuasion save.
Absolutely. Persuasion is +3. There we go. That's thematically consistent. That's a total of a 5.
Wow. It's hold on. I had a calculation in my head for each progressive thing, but
and then I rolled so low that you have to do the math.
Yeah. Like I was hoping you'd get at least the 10, which.
So, is it fair to say I can't afford it?
No, you can, but it's just more than it would have been if you'd gotten 10 or 15.
Oh, sure. In that case, yeah, if he quotes a price, that's too much. And I just, that's too much. And I just put it back on the anvil and turn around and walk out. There's a really annoying sound I can hear. I'm just, sorry, don't let me write your... It is really difficult to shut down my inner DM for this and just be a player. So yeah, I walk out into the market. Sorry. After that.
Okay, is there anything else you wanted to do?
Find something to eat. I've been walking all day.
Okay. There is a kind of I don't know what to call it for a medieval town. Which it's kind of a market style. They serve a lot of things because this is the dwarven city. They
Oh,
serve a
okay.
lot of things dwarves would eat, like venison, boar,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and they don't really for food. The prefect doesn't really charge that much. It's 2 or 3 silver, which equates to $2 or $3 per
Sure.
pound for
Nice.
US. But
Across the border, it'll cost me 1.3 times as much. But never mind. I just go up with my dagger out. Oh yeah, can you put me down there until I can't see the top anymore?
okay, how many?
So, 2 pounds.
Okay, so that's he'll charge you 4 silver for it.
Okay. Thank you. And then I just walked around the market. I don't get to the city often, so at this point, I'm just walking around, taking in the sights, and eating my kebab.
Is there anything else you want to do?
That's plenty for me for now.
Okay, Sam, what would you like to be doing?
Uh, depends on the time of day it is.
It's it, it's just after sunset.
All right. Anyone who's around would probably be seeing a quite disgruntled looking pixie, kind of like hover carrying somebody out of a bar. Like full on kicks the door down and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, why am I always designated flyer?
Um, so would you say you work for the bar?
I feel like that'd be a strong way of putting it.
Is that a family member or yeah?
Family member, friend, it all kind of blurs together sometimes. Yeah, they're in.
But are you attached
They're
to the
family.
bar in some way?
Yeah, I am a regular
Okay.
there.
Okay, so they do. So I would say the owner does feel entitled to your services because of the fact that you're Fae and they're human. So there will be a bit of a conflict there
All right.
eventually. After taking them out of the bar, what would you like to do?
Say probably, depending on the level of tech we have here, kind of pulling them through town square to wherever their apartment / house home is.
The apartments are kind of like ancient Roman apartments where they're all on the ground floor, similar to condos.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that will be where I'm heading. And if I cross anyone's path, then I cross anyone's path.
You do get a few rude remarks, but nothing more than what you're used to.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Not at the moment. I'm good. Yeah, just trying to get them home.
Okay.
Oh, the real life memories. Oh.
All right.
And Condoleezza, what would you like to have? What would you like to be doing?
I feel like I'm sort of a little bit of ways from town. I'm looking into trees, and I'm looking for squirrels.
Okay, that one makes sense as a troll. They're not, even though they're fey, they're taller, and they're
Yes.
not typically like a lot of unseelie fey. They're not typically allowed into towns
Mm,
if they're not working.
yeah. I'm definitely looking for squirrels, and when I don't find one, I'm just shouting, "Where are the squirrels?" Oh,
What's your perception?
perception. My perception is a 0. As modifier is a 0. It's a 10.
It should be 11 if your wisdom is an 8.
My wisdom is a 10.
Oh, then it should be a 13
All right.
because you add, or 14. Sorry, because you add. I'm sorry. I should have checked in with you before the game
Oh, that's
about
okay.
that. Okay.
Thank you for telling me.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. An investigation should be.
+3 for you.
Yes, thank you.
Looking for squirrels. Wow.
Not
17.
because there's so. Oh yeah, you find several of them. You find 3 of them. One is similar to an Eastern gray.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that looks a bit like a chipmunk rather than a squirrel, and then there's one of those skinny black ones. Which one would you like to go after?
I think I'm gonna go after the skinny black one, and all the while I'm not being sneaky about it. I'm like holding my hands out. Hello, yes, you, my friend. I shall make you my companion, and we shall go on adventures together.
Okay, make an empathy check.
All right, and empathy is just to make sure this is all good.
What's your charisma?
My charisma is a 12.
Okay, then your empathy should be +5.
All right, thank you.
It's such a cognitive dissonance. This VTube image and big giant troll chasing squirrel.
Okay. Sorry, I keep having to. Oh, the squirrel does not like you. The squirrel, in fact, attempts to bite you.
Oh no.
Make a reflex save.
Okay.
Aqua, does it help you if we tell you the results so you don't have to keep popping pages back and forth?
Yes, please.
All right.
Because
So,
I'm
right-
trying to watch the chat too, and
Oh, don't worry about the chat.
Oh,
Just
don't worry about
watch
the chat.
watch.
Yeah, we got
Just
this.
watch Roll20 results. In fact, we'll just like we're playing at a table. We'll just roll and tell you what we rolled.
okay.
You just make this world for us. That is your only job tonight.
and reflex should be. I'm gonna ask it each time. I'm very sorry.
What is your agility?
Agility
Oh
is
yeah,
14.
okay. Then it should be +7.
Okay. I think I'm off by 1, and that's my issue. I'll go ahead and fix it while we do other things.
There you
Okay.
go. 18.
Okay, you definitely dodged the squirrel's bite.
Friendly fight for the ally. Yes, our battle shall be legendary.
What would you like to do in reaction to the squirrel?
Oh man, I feel like they're just trying to follow the squirrel and continuing to try to make it its ally, their ally.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything you can do to contain it. I mean, you can use an athletics check to try to restrain it.
Hmm.
But
Chasing
your
up a
athletics
tree.
would probably be 8, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Your
Oh, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's go. I think.
Never
I
let
think
your
that's
stats tell you what to do. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
a requirement to use my athletics to try to capture it.
Okay, so athletics is a +1 for you if your strength is an 8, which I believe.
Yes. Okay.
That's
No wonder
the
they
last
don't let trolls in this
Plus
town.
1. Oh, something seems to have gone wrong. Oh, I know what went wrong.
It failed verification. I have never seen that in
I put a plus in
3,500
front of
hours.
it.
Oh. You can actually put a minus in front of it and do negative modifiers if that ever comes up.
Oh, okay. Thank
And
So
you.
yeah,
what was the result?
4.
It was a 4.
You do not catch the squirrel. It evades you, and it disappears into the trees.
They fall to their knees. No!
This
Is there
town's never
anything
going to be
else
the
you'd
same.
like to be doing?
I think that's it.
Okay. Okay. What would I? Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Everybody does this thing their own way. There is no wrong way to do this.
Mhm. Take your time.
Okay. Above Gregory, the street lamp suddenly kind of explode. Not even kind of. It explodes, and which you have never seen happen before. And then every street lamp on the street, which you are which you know gremlins are responsible for powering, starts to explode. And remind me of your insight? It was the 11.
My insight is 10. Actually, I reread everything and I went, "This is wrong." So it's 10.
The lowest should be 11 because you don't subtract more than 1 point from the
I didn't. I just had for the insight, which is persuasion plus is 10 plus persuasion plus your charisma modifier is persuasion of 1 minus 1, causing an insight of 10.
Oh yeah, you do 3 minus 1 for the persuasion though. And then you do 2 minus, and then you do 12 minus 1 for the insight.
Okay.
There you go.
So
Then I just made a small mistake, and I will readjust everything.
How many people do you know that will argue to have their stats lower than they're actually allowed to be? This is a special group of people.
Yeah.
you can make an empathy check if you want to try to scan out and see what's happening in the city.
I think at this point I am more worried about myself because something just exploded above me, and do these street lamps have kind of a glass covering?
They do. Okay, make a reflex save.
Yeah, because I am much more interested in would turning it into electricity help me out in that endeavor?
Yeah, because it would phase through you, but that does take a magical action to do. So you wouldn't. So if combat started, that would have already taken the charge portion of the weapon.
All right. Well, to me, combat hasn't started yet. I just see exploding things, so I'm quickly turning into electricity to evade everything and kind of land on top of the street lamp
Okay.
to get a better view of what's going on.
Okay, and what's your perception? That one's the 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's happening right in front of you, you can see this. There's
Actually, wait, no, it's 15. I think.
Okay, so wisdom is your 12.
Yes, wisdom is my 12.
Okay. You see human guards go carrying several gremlins through the streets, like as in as in detaining them, meaning something big has started.
Okay. How many guards are there compared to me?
You can see 10 of them.
Then, for once, I'm going to do the smart thing and kind of just follow them from a distance so I'm not seen easily, while at the same time not initiating combat like a complete moron would do at this point. Because I do that too often with my other characters.
The self-deprecation comes shining through.
Look,
Okay,
one was brain damaged, the other one was very
Not
stupid
very smart. Yeah.
and suicidal.
Oh no.
Okay, you see, because this is happening in the capital city, if I remember correctly.
Yep. You tell us. It's your world.
Okay, for convenience, I'm going to set it in Zamhall, the capital city of Yoswaria.
Absolutely.
And you see, oh, excuse me. You see, as you follow them, the guards take the gremlins through a back entrance into the Chancellor's palace, and you hear screams, and then nothing.
That is pants-fillingly scary.
Yeah.
Look at him fight the temptation.
Is everyone okay?
I'd like to say I'm flying a little bit higher.
Oh yeah, you two are in the same city,
Yeah.
so you would have heard it too.
Oh no.
And it's only Conduise and
However you want. If Kern is
Yeah.
better for you, then it's Kern. It doesn't matter. I made him up 3 hours ago. I really don't care how you pronounce his name.
How is it supposed to be? Because I legitimately can't remember.
It's quern, as in a quern stone.
Okay,
They used to grind stuff on them. So yeah.
That's how I tried to say it at first, and then I wasn't sure. So it's only
That's it.
Conduise and Quern who are not in Zamhall. So
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Is there anything else that Gregory would like to do after witnessing? I'm just going to flat out say it: the execution of most of the gremlins in the city.
Yep.
Okay, this is... Gregory definitely cannot take out all the guards.
No, because there's even more inside.
Oh, you lost an arm the last time you tried that.
Yeah, but that's because I pissed someone off. So we're not going into that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm not bitter. Sorry, now I have to stop being angry. I am going to... From where I
Chancellor's
am,
Castle.
I want to go in there and help people. But I also recognize I will immediately get killed. So I'm stuck on a lamppost full of indecision.
Out of curiosity, are we anywhere near each other?
I was about to say, you can see all this happening.
You just see a man in a very nice hat and an overcoat that's made of electricity.
Like, hey mate, you doing okay? You like, are you good?
Well, I just executed a bunch of people.
Yeah,
And every instinct is telling me, go and help them. But the smart part of me is saying, you will die so fast.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, what is the greater good in this situation? Is it the greater good for me to stay out here and do more good, hopefully later down in the line in the future, or to kill myself trying to save these people? I don't know.
I hate to break it to you, but it kind of sounds like they're already dead.
Yeah, but vengeance. I am lightning. I am the night. I don't know.
Vengeance is worth nothing if you're dead at the end, hun.
Yeah, let's turn around.
Okay. I can well, I don't know if I can carry both of you.
I don't think
but,
carrying me would be a smart idea. I am heavily electrified at the moment.
Okay.
I would stop doing this, but this is a high street lamp, and I will fall to my death in the human-looking me. So I'm gonna stay like this, and I'm just gonna go and get as far away from here using the tops of these lamps, and then I'll come down at the last one, and then book it out of the city, and spread the word. Yeah, that feels very unlike me.
Yeah, the inaction is not you. It's not the IRL you.
like an air pat, because she doesn't want to get too close to get shocked. She's like, yeah.
Oh, is he like a theremin? As you get close to different places, it makes different noises.
Yes.
That'd be so cool.
Okay,
Can I be?
I'm overriding you. That's canon now.
I did ask politely if I could.
This is how people come to hate me. You're welcome.
She totally gets distracted by the noise for a second, like mid-comfort pat. She's like, oh, that's cool. Wait, no. Uncomfortable person.
Yeah, no, I know. It's fun. It's one of those you can make beautiful music, and then he just starts playing, and then I start playing myself.
Yeah, you have to. There's a very careful word order there you had to follow.
Yeah, I did. I start playing the instrument that is myself.
That didn't get better. Aqua, save them. Save them.
Worse. That got so much worse. Okay, there is another thing. A woman comes out of the palace looking very distraught. You can see she's been crying. And Sam, you would recognize her as the Chancellor's granddaughter. So do with this what you will.
All right. Do I have background with her?
She was your friend before you knew she was his granddaughter.
Right. Okay.
She didn't directly do anything to you, but you also feel like you can't trust her.
All right. Yeah. Right now, top priority is kind of getting him out of the city, but there is a sympathetic look shot that direction. I don't know if she sees it or not, but
How disheveled does she look?
You can tell she tried to stop it.
Cool, that's enough for me. And she's running away scared?
She came out crying, and you can tell she doesn't have any intention of going back in.
Cool. In just kind of a flash of nothing, I'm back down on the ground, and I've de-electrified myself slightly, not fully, just so that the everything from the knees up is humanoid, but the legs are still electric to allow me an extra boost of speed.
Okay. Her name is Tryphina, by the way, as in Cleopatra's mother, Tryphina, but not the same person, just the same name.
Cool.
These guys will never ask for names. I don't know what it is about this group. None of the games ever ask for NPC names. It's,
Look, I'll
you know,
ask when
the
they're out
redheaded
of
one we
danger.
met a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'll
Do I
willingly
need to
give
know in this
names.
moment in time? Probably not. So we'll just run in and see, because Gregory doesn't know who this is.
I was just commiserating with a fellow GM who I know has done a tremendous amount of research, and we're just skipping by huge chunks of this.
Oh,
Oh.
fair point. Fair point.
It's every GM. It's part of every GM's curse.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the.
I'm on the opposite end. I give them no names, and then I have to come up with a name all of a sudden. That kobold's name? Steven, with a PH.
How do you think I ended up with Sam?
I keep almost calling you a world killer and knowing you would have no idea what I meant. I'll explain later. Sorry.
No, sorry.
Trifina suddenly perks up and she does look startled, like, as in you can tell that she doesn't really care what happens to her anymore. And she just speaks quietly. What have I done? They're all gone. She doesn't give any explanation to the what have I done. But
Could I come back over here, please? I'm confused of what to do.
Is this directed at me?
Yes. Sorry, this
Okay,
is directed at Sam.
Yeah, I want to make sure. Like, yeah, I'm following. Cause like it took a minute. Cause like, wait, where did what? Where? Oh, yeah, over there. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, I know her. All right. I doubt that was all you're doing. Are you okay?
no. I never meant for any of this to happen. And at that point, her words entirely fail her and she just collapses. Like, as in something happened to her.
Oh.
Is there an arrow sticking out of her?
No, but one of you could make an investigation to see if she's been poisoned or not, and one of you has the higher wisdom than the other. Sam does.
Okay.
That's good. I definitely shouldn't be.
Mine isn't particularly high, so that's not exactly comforting. But...
Well, investigation for you is +9 as an illusionist, so.
Oh, so would that be investigation or just a base?
Yeah, because
okay.
it falls under investigation.
Just a d20, and then.
+9. Oof.
Yep.
14.
That's enough that you know she's been poisoned somehow, but you don't know the exact poison.
Okay.
But you do know that you have to do something quickly.
Okay. I don't have any healing magic. Do you have any healing magic?
I don't have any magic. I can do the, and then clear, and then that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, your cleric's in a different town.
So this looks like maybe there's a town apothecary. I've been here for a week, and I haven't bothered looking around. My hat is full of change, and it's just And then
Hey,
he just
look,
takes off the hat and it just dangles.
Can you hold this idiot, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Okay.
Is it another pixie that you've been dragging around?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
How large are pixies generally, I should ask?
Yeah.
They can, like most Fae, they can shapeshift, so it depends on what they want to look like at that time.
How would a drunk shapeshifter look?
Oh, yeah. What does a shapeshifter look like when they pass out? Here's a chance to get creative.
In this case, they revert to their true form, which is medium-sized humanoid.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just
Cool,
gonna.
They just happen to
that.
have wings.
I'm just gonna throw the pixie over one shoulder and.
All right. Picking them up, and since I live here, do I know where like a doctor or anything would be?
You would know where a necromancer is who can use the clean slate spell, but they're
Alright.
not exactly. They're a human necromancer, so they won't exactly be the most amenable to you, depending on the dice rolls.
Well, they're not us. It's not us. They need to be amenable to. Let us continue and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, she's human, so you know.
Yeah, let's roll the dice, see how this works out.
Yeah. Off we go.
And if she's dead,
We're
then
still
we
in the
wash
right
our hands
place.
of this and we look for corruption in other places to honor her memory or something like that. And vengeance, vengeance is also very good. We'll get there.
Okay, everybody make an investigation check. You two, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, that'd be just the
Still
same
standing
thing.
outside a bar looking sad. An 18.
22.
And a 22.
Okay,
My
you
calling.
do
I should have been
see
slightly
her.
better at math and been a darts announcer.
You do see the Chancellor looking out the window as you walk away.
Don't like that. Keep going, keep
And-
walking, keep walking, keep walking.
And which one had
pass
the
me-
22?
I did.
Okay, you would see his eyes glow red for a second.
Humans don't normally have red glowing eyes, do they?
Not
Or is
I
that just a
know.
magic thing? I don't like. I don't.
That wouldn't be a human thing. That'd have to be a magic thing.
Yeah. Okay. Can you pass me the other human? The human.
I mean, sure. I mean,
And I sling the human over my shoulder. Let my electric calves basically grow out a bit. Kind of hoof-like, how a satyr would look.
There's what we
And-
wanted. That's the laugh I've been looking for all night.
And then I just book it towards the necrom, and I go, okay, you might want to follow me. How fast can you fly? Never mind, we'll find out. And then I just book it.
so actually, what is the increment of time per the amount of feet we can go?
It is, well, it doesn't matter outside of combat.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Just
I can
relative to
fly
each
really
other, right?
fast.
Yeah, 93 feet per 6
Yeah.
seconds in combat.
Yeah, so I can probably keep up.
Yeah, my climbing speed is 3 times stamina, but that's all I know. For actual speed, I don't know.
We're about to find out.
Yep.
Is it
Alright.
is it stamina? Is your speed as your base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm at 43.
Ooh.
So
Okay,
I'm
that one.
half as fast as you are. A
So you're
little
like,
less, but
I'm so
still.
fast, and you're like that medium-sized dog in the dog park that's going, I'm so fast, and then the full-size poodle just goes.
I pick up the other pixie on the way. It's okay. His house is on the way. You'll be fine.
I don't know what I expected. It's a pixie.
Okay, I am going to cut to an NPC for a second before going to one of you two.
Absolutely.
The the Chancellor's wife, Celestina, is sitting in her bedchamber, and this should give you a bit of a hint. She's literally enjoying a bloodbath.
Gotcha. Sort of a pale lady. Not a lot of mirrors in the room.
Who's that lady?
Elizabeth Bathory.
That was the woman?
That was the Blood Countess, yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember this person.
That was her Hungarian name, was Elizabeth.
Creepy person.
Yes. Yes, she was a serial killer.
One of the things I like about this story so far is a lot of it is tied to real historical events and places, and I really like that. The effort that you put into this is stunning. Please continue. I'll stop now.
Celestina is fuming that Trifina got away. And she throws the empty vial, which contained the poison, at the wall. And even though it's diamond, she threw it with a velocity that it shatters. Do I have any bets that she's human? She is anything but human.
Yes.
Can anybody guess what she is, though? I want to see if anybody gets it right.
Oh, I had assumed some form of vampire sort of
Same
thing.
here. A vampire.
She's the Chancellor's 9th wife, too.
Is this like a Bluebeard situation? Where it's just like, you can do anything you want, don't go in the basement. And all 8 other wives have gone in the basement. But the 9th wife went in the basement and went, this is hot, and then just stuck with them.
You'll see what happened.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I'm beginning to think you might end up in that dungeon, finding out just exactly what happened. But let's continue.
And I'm sorry to be so meta about this, but an important piece of information: she's not Trifina's grandmother.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the 7th or 8th wife. I don't remember which.
I see where you're going with that. Okay.
So Trifina is human herself. Her grandfather is not.
Right.
Anymore, at least. He was when he first became Chancellor a few hundred years ago.
Which should have been a giveaway right there. Right?
Oh, people don't know he's the same person.
No, I understand that. I meant from a metagaming point of view.
Yeah.
What I know, not what my character knows.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to pretend that this is information that Gregory has heard in the background at some point. Like some of the information.
Those are
not all of
rumors
it.
you've heard.
Yeah, and then otherwise, like, he's not really listening. He's just doing his own thing. But he hears them.
You have reason to doubt the validity of them, but you have heard them as rumors. And now moving on to Quern.
Oh, okay.
You, as a dwarf, have a primordial sense that you can kind of tell when something shifts.
Yep.
And you can kind of tell that something's wrong.
My first thought would be to look around to see if there's other dwarves around and if they look worried too.
The city of Ironforge is mostly dwarves.
So as I look around, does it look like everybody got that wave at once?
Yes, and as they start to panic, the gates to the city shut.
Right.
So the prefect received a piece of information.
I look around. Do I see anybody that is not a dwarf? Or anybody
You
that looks
see a few.
like that looks lost or doesn't have a place to go?
Not particularly. Most of the people who aren't dwarves are the praetors who work for the prefect,
Okay.
guard the prefect.
In that case, I'm heading for that sort of public square where I was more or less was before. Big open space, a meeting space. I'm looking for rumors and what else has people that know more than me.
Okay, and as soon as you get there, there's a stage 4 psychic transmission spell that affects everybody in the city. That announces that it's illegal to be out in public now.
Oh hells! And I just look for
So
the
the-
nearest public building because I know that they mean right now. They don't mean like, oh, I'm on my way home. I've got half an hour to travel time, don't I?
Oh.
No, they mean right now. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll kill anybody on. They'll
Yeah,
kill
I'm
any
looking
dwarf
for
on site.
storefront. If there's only stalls, I'll crawl up on top of one. Whatever it takes to get officially off the street.
As you do, this magnificently dressed human illusionist Theodorus, I have not come up with a last name. The prefect arrives in the public square and just tries to put everybody under the fantasy world spell, which I'm trying to remember what save that is. I think it's willpower.
That makes sense, yeah. You're trying to resist it with your mind.
Yeah.
So you need a will save? Willpower save?
Yeah.
From, you said everybody in town is getting that?
Yeah, but everybody else, I'm just going to have them not realize that it's happening, so they automatically fail. What'd you get?
I rolled a 1 for a grand total of a 4.
Oh, you are definitely affected.
Oh, yeah.
One.
What do I say? I've rolled a 1 and a 2 so far. I'm off to. This is why I love playing. Sitting on the other side of the screen, I roll really well. Sitting over here, I just try not to die all night.
So the illusion that he manifests is simply the city with nothing wrong. So he makes people believe that everything is normal.
Is that retroactive as well? Like I don't remember there being a problem? Or I remember there being a problem, I just don't care anymore?
It's retroactive. Like he can affects your neurology. As long as you're under the spell, it affects your memories.
So, yeah, it's just, why am I over here? Why am I in this shop? I don't need potpourri. And I turned to step out of the shop into the street. Because have I forgotten that there's a warning out as well? Like, is it a blank amnesia?
Yeah,
or
because in that hallucination, there's not.
And in that case, I walk right out into the middle of the street looking around, probably surprised that no one else is out here, but yeah, I'm not that smart.
In the hallucination, there are other people.
Oh, even better,
It's a complete virtual. It's a complete, he's controlling everything that everybody sees.
Absolutely. In that case, I'm just talking to people. I'm trying to get rumors, trying to figure out where well-off people live without giving away the fact that I'm planning to steal all their stuff. I'm probably never going to get around to that. I just had to have some reason to come to this town. So.
Okay.
So I'm about to get arrested.
I did not expect you to fail the save, to be honest.
It's all good. Do what would happen. Of all the people that you might kill tonight, I'm perfectly okay with it. Don't pull any punches. Play the game, and if I roll this poorly, I deserve to fail. That's how the game works. Don't save me from myself.
Okay, hold on. I have to. He did it at stage 4 because the prefect is a very high level. So
Yeah.
that's D12 plus. Yeah. Let's just say 5. Oh,
15.
that's 15 rounds.
Are they 6-second rounds like the standard?
Yeah.
So that's the
So-
next 90 seconds. Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm walking around what I think is a perfectly busy, perfectly regular market street, and I am the only one out there in the real world. Oh, no, you said
Yeah,
everybody feels that, though, right?
Yeah, everybody
Oh, all the ones that failed
who didn't have
are-
a chance.
Right.
Everybody did. Nobody had a chance to get back, and he had planned it that way.
Right.
Oh.
I like this. This is deep.
He's okay. Now I have to do his. What else can I do for him? Oh, I know what I can do for him. Yeah, he's not going to do that yet. He's sadistic, but he's not. He's not overzealous.
The illusionist spells are interesting.
Yeah.
You sound like it.
Oh, he has a plan up his sleeves.
I've barely got arms up mine. So yes, for the next 90 seconds, I am wandering around doing whatever feels normal to someone in a regular busy market.
All right.
Which should keep me going for a while.
Okay, up to Conduise. You see from the forest the gates to every city shut, and you immediately suspect something is that what you've always feared would happen is happening. And then a dart whizzes by you. What's your defense?
Defense. Okay. My defense, I have it written down as 22.
Okay. There's no way it can hit. Sorry, I did that wrong. 25.
Oh,
So, and that's only 3 damage to your vitality, though.
okay.
Which aren't wait, it's piercing. Are trolls? I don't remember if trolls are resistant to piercing.
It's yes, they're 0.5
resistant by
resistant
half?
to. Wait, no, I think they're 0.25.
Okay, so
Yes.
you take nothing.
Okay.
It's low enough that you take nothing.
Okay.
I'm
Dunk.
gonna start trying to climb a tree to get out of the way, and all the while I'm not being stealthy. They're not very smart. They're going, everybody duck for cover to no one except probably the squirrels.
Poor dear.
It's that little black squirrel
do-
throwing the darts. No.
Do you want to make a reaction attack against the hunter?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That'd be for you. That'd be D20 plus plus your plus 9 for you.
Okay.
Oh,
24.
that hits. Okay, so that's D4 plus 2.
All right.
Ooh, that's 3. So they're down to 8. They're down to 8 points. But that startles them enough that they run.
You don't
gonna
expect
go
your
ahead
food
and-
to fight back.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the other way, climb up a tree, and just sit there.
Oh.
We're an
love all
hour
these
in, and
characters.
y'all aren't even. And only two of you are in the same place.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
It's
You've
my
seen us
fault.
play before, right? It's all good. We will get to where we get to tonight. And if there's spaces open, if we have to finish this after a couple other people, then we can come back to it. This is a zero pressure channel, remember. We'll get where we get to in a couple hours tonight, and then we'll put a pin in it if we have to, and we will come back and finish it in 3 or 4 weeks when we've got a gap in the schedule again on Tuesdays. How does that sound?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, pressure gone. I feel better already.
Let's go back to Sam and Gregory, who have the still unconscious, still dying at this point because of a poisoned condition, Trifina, which the poisoned is interesting, Sam. It seems more like a necrosis.
So it's nasty stuff. Okay.
Ooh.
Make an investigation check.
All right.
Can I make an investigation check as well to see whether or not this was ingested or injected?
Yeah. And you can both make them at advantage since you're both making them.
Oh.
5. And that means I get to roll one more time. Grazie Dios. 15.
Okay. It was definitely injected. And what
Well, there
was
goes my
yours,
zap
Sam?
the uvula plan. What's yours?
Mine was 27.
It's vampire. You can very clearly tell it's vampiric necrosis. A vampire bit her,
Great. All right.
which won't automatically turn her into a vampire. It will simply stop her heart eventually.
All right. Yeah. How about we switch?
Just stop the heart? I'm great at that.
No. How about we switch? You take him, and you can go ahead and just drop him off at the third apartment on the right in the street, like
Third apartment.
2 ahead of us.
Yeah, there are no floors in your apartment, right?
No.
Damn it. That would have been much faster with floors. Okay.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Honestly, you could just drop him on the lawn. He'll make his way to the couch eventually.
I think Sam has a plan.
That's plan's not really my forte. I'm clever, but I'm not smart. Let's just do this.
Okay, I'll take her. Meet me at the necromancer. Yeah, what? We're good. Okay, bye. We're going.
I could see the gears turning when you found out what was happening.
Two questions. How long does it take me to get to the apartments? And 2, is it at all raining?
It is not raining, and it should take you maybe a minute to get there.
Okay.
You're fast enough.
Because they said it was like on the way, so it's got to be somewhere around there theoretically.
Yes. My raindrop plan has gone to crap.
Oops, sorry.
Oh no, this was just for catching up with you afterwards.
It's okay, because
Because
I
it's
have
not
to
raining.
take back a joke I made earlier. I said you were zinging in the rain, so
Yeah.
I should have left it in the past. Go ahead, Aqua. Please pardon my interruptions.
Sam, what were you thinking?
I'm just going really freaking fast.
Okay, you
To the
just don't want your
necromancer.
friend to die then.
Yeah, I'm zooming. We're just going, and then I'm dropping her off. And
I
then
thought
I'm
I was
gonna go
dropping the
get
friend.
him.
I thought I was dropping the. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
You're dropping off the lady. I'm dropping off the friend.
Yes.
You turn around to confirm that, and they're gone down the street. Just feet and wings heading into the distance.
Yeah.
I just
You
grab that
open-
guy by the scruff of the neck and I just kind of drag him across the ground really quickly. He'll have no seat on his pants by the time we get there, but it's fine.
The necromancer, when you open the door, he opens his mouth to say something, looks down and sees Trifina, and just gestures you in.
Yeah.
He's not as angry as as anybody thought he would be.
That makes sense.
He's concerned.
Yeah. It's cool if you don't like me, but she's kind of important person, so yeah.
He speaks very gruffly. I understand that. She's the only hope that this republic has.
I actually agree with you. I actually do.
He starts casting the spell, speaking of which, hold on, let me look at Clean Slate.
All right.
If I could scroll down fast enough.
It's all good.
Here we
No
go.
rush. Absolutely no rush at all. While you do that, I will just mention that anybody that wants to have a go at this, anybody that has their own system they want to play test, anybody that has their own game or their own adventure they want to run, I don't care what system it is. I don't care a lot of things. I don't care. Just get a hold of us over on the Discord, and we will figure out a way to get you in here as well.
Well, he didn't. He failed to. It's not happening quickly, I should say. The vampiric necrosis is cleaning out slowly because of the 10, and her physique is only 11, but because it didn't hit 11, it's clearing out very slowly, like slow enough that it might still kill her.
Have I arrived in time for this news or after this
face
news?
I've ever seen.
You got there just in time to hear that she's still dying.
We can't do anything to speed up the process in any way, shape, or form, can we? I mean, me shocking your magic doesn't help with anything, right?
Unless you know a vampire who can bite her and clean out the poison from her blood, there's not much that can be done.
Nah, Tony went out of town 2 weeks ago.
I knew a dude like 100 years ago who did, but I don't think he lives here anymore.
Look, for the past 50 years, I've been in a ship cargo. My experience is limited.
Yeah.
He holds up a hand 1 second, and he goes and yells the name Antonia into the back, and he says, "Do not look her in the eyes, and don't mention her. Do not mention Celestina to her." It becomes apparent to you that Antonia is Trifina's mother.
Now I'm just going to change these so I can't actually be looked into. And my eyes just become electricity. 2 glowing holes.
Yeah, that's really cool. I can't do that. I'm just gonna look at the ground.
I can lend you my hat. Just let me take out all the money. Just change, showering into his coat. And
That's
here you go.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's there. Yep.
Antonia steps into the room Antonia, you hear heels clicking on the floor before she enters the room. And you see this very tall, obvious vampire, about 5'11". And she takes one look at her daughter and whispers, "What happened?"
I mean, well, we saw her collapse, and then she went, "It's all my fault!" And then, then she collapsed. And then we brought her here. Well, I didn't. I brought her like halfway. She brought her the rest of the way because she's much faster than I am.
Antonia holds up a hand for you to shush.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Antonia looks at Sam. "You're fine, dear. He's annoying."
Oh, absolutely. Everyone agrees that I'm annoying. Shut up. Right.
I can't believe my father would do this. And then she leans down, whispers something into Trevina's ear, and then bites her on where the holes that you didn't notice before are. And it's obvious that it hurts Antonia to do this, but she begins drinking out the venom.
Not something we could have done, is it? Because I feel like a real jackass if I could have done that.
I don't have it yet. No.
I don't know. Can you just
like I could shapeshift, but they wouldn't actually do anything?
I don't know. Like I could shove 2 electric fingers in and then just fry out everything that's in that area.
Yeah.
But
the necromancer speaks up and says, "Only a vampire can do that."
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna sit over here. Yeah. Okay.
Your shoes are lovely, by the way. Anyways.
Yeah.
Antonia looks up when she's done. She should wake up soon. I'm off to kill my father.
Aren't we all?
Good luck, I think. I don't know what the proper response for that is.
For some reason, I feel way less stressed out than I did a few minutes ago.
The necromancer Atosian, whose name I just came up with right now, stops her and says, "If you kill our father, then I become chancellor, and you know what that means."
I don't know what that means.
I also don't know what this means. This is just uncharted territory for all of... What do you mean?
Antonia gives you a sharp look. It means you would have to kill both me and Trevina. What we've done here is treason.
So what if we're not entirely with the Republic? Like some of us might be on the run from something, or... Because then I feel like the legal minutia doesn't really go through every... Well, Wait, are you on the run too? Oh my god, twinsies!
Trevina suddenly wakes up and she gets very teary-eyed, and you can tell she hasn't seen Antonia in a long time. Antonia looks at Gregory and says, and Otosian, and says, "Can you two wait outside?"
Yeah, probably a smart choice.
Family of the Chancellor.
It doesn't matter. One of them was supposed to die tonight. The other one, I don't know about the other one. And then that person, also someone, don't know them.
Get out.
Yep, you got it. Just grabs Sam, like slightly picks Sam up by the collar.
Oh no, Sam needs to stay.
So I'm the one that sucks. Got it.
Both you and my brother are leaving.
Oh, cool. We can share stories, talk about girls.
Please don't get yourself killed. I'm getting attached.
Oh, that's nice. Are you my new best friend? I mean, you'd be my only friend, so you'd technically be my best friend in that situation.
Would you
We'll talk
leave?
into it later.
Glorious.
Trifina looks at Sam and says, I'm sorry. I should have told you who I was from the beginning.
You're right. I accept your apology. Now what can I do to help you?
Antonia speaks up at this point. We have a lot of people that need saving. The human supremacy in this kingdom, in this republic, needs to end tonight, once and for all. And by trying to kill my daughter, Celestina tried to end that. Tried to prevent that. My apologies with my wording. You and Trifina have always been linked. You were drawn to her for a reason. And I know that you two can do amazing things. I don't know how to do this. We're going to need a lot of help.
Okay. What kind of help?
Well, first, we need a revolution. A rebellion to start with might be a good idea.
I don't know if we can stir that up in a night, but okay, we can try. Oh, all right.
Well, if the public finds out that the Chancellor tried to kill his own granddaughter, who the public loves, you can't even imagine what might start.
That's a fair point. All right. Do you have a plan?
A reckless and dangerous one that I don't survive. Trifina kind of gasps at that.
A working plan, then.
If I stake my father, I die too. It's a spell he put on me a long time ago.
So we have someone else stake him. What? But...
Nobody else can get that close.
Oh.
He's protected from anybody who's not blood. And he thinks Trifina's dead. And she's vulnerable.
All right. Is this the only plan you've thought of?
Not the only one. I've had a few hundred years to think about the end of the Republic.
All right. Well, if we want to do this in a night, we need to get started. But you're sure that there's no one else that can do it?
My brother wouldn't be allowed near him. He's considered an outlaw. I'm the only one who's allowed near him, right? Who's protected from the spell that he cast on himself.
All right. Let's see. Hold on, I have like telepathy spells.
You have
right?
the psychic transmission one, yeah.
All right. Is there a way I could make like a couple of figurative calls like around to people I know to see if there's anyone that knows how to like counter some of these kinds of spells?
You could, yeah, and it'd only be a cantrip, so you
All right.
can do that for free.
Okay. Cool. Should I make a roll for it?
I'm just gonna oh, like, after the conversation, I'm gonna just say that you did that while
Okay.
we do the other scenes.
All right. Cool.
And also, I'll tell you at the end of the scene. Trifina stands up and she says that she's done with people protecting her and that she wants to fight for herself. And then she says something that shocks her mother, that she wants to be a vampire. Antonia has to sit down for a second. It involves a blood transfusion, so.
Okay. You've thought about this and everything?
Most of my life.
Okay.
I've been alive for 25 years, but I haven't really lived a day.
All right. It's not really anybody else's decision to make.
No, but except for the person who's giving me their blood.
Yeah. Do you want me to step outside for a minute? You guys can talk about this?
Antonia says there's no need, that she's going to do it for her. And Trifine asks you to stay while it happens.
All right.
Because it involves dying and then being and reviving within a few seconds as a vampire.
Okay.
Gregory can help with that. Sorry.
Gregory's out in the hall getting beat up by the other guy. Goes, shut up! Just shut up!
There's yelling on the other side of the wall.
Okay. And
Okay.
now Sam is level 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So roll a d4 and put the results where you want them for your attributes.
That never happens. Okay.
Was it a 4?
Yeah, it was a 4.
Yeah.
So if you want, so you could either put it all in one place or you could spread it out.
All right. Just on the main attribute stuff, like the stuff
Yeah,
that you're...
it does increase everything else too if it ups the modifier.
that makes sense.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So would that just add the +1? Okay, yeah, I'll do that while we're doing other stuff. Yeah. All right.
Okay, and skipping out to the hallway, Tosian and Gregory are actually getting along.
And then I says to the lady, "No, you can't have my hat. It's my hat." And you know, that's how the story goes.
He shushes you for a second, politely this time. My niece is going to become a vampire.
Yeah, that sounds like some heavy shit. I'd have to assume. Vampire family relations aren't exactly my special. Like, I play the violin under a street lamp. I hear things sometimes, but I'm so-so when it comes to the violin. It's just, I'm practicing, but So your niece is becoming a vampire.
It's no one's decision but her own. I don't get to have an opinion on it.
Oh, you can definitely have an opinion. You just can't do anything about the opinion. Those are the very nature of opinions. Sometimes opinions base things on actions, but generally, an opinion is just an opinion until it becomes an action and then a thought and a motivation. Until then, it is simply an opinion that you can share with anyone.
I'm proud of her.
Then that is something you should let her know.
I will.
Possibly not
when
right
she's-
now. I don't know when the thing is you're allowed back. Like, they haven't given us a time frame for coming back in, so I'm just assuming it doesn't happen for a while. So,
Well, it takes a few hours for the venom to take effect. So
okay.
Sam's face.
I'm just trying to,
Alright.
I'm just imagining this pixie of all creatures watching this vampire ritual for 3 hours. So,
Yep.
Well, I mean,
the damaged pixie.
Yeah.
It's morbid, but Antonia has to give
yeah.
Trifina some of her blood and then
Yep.
bite her so that it stops her heart eventually. And
Yep. Oh, it all makes
that's how the
perfect sense. I just would not be pretty to watch.
I was not aware that was the process. You know, I would offer my blood for things, but I've been told it's like, have you ever mixed soda and Pop Rocks? It's like that.
so your blood will make people's head explode. Good to know.
Well, not head explode. It just, it feels kind of bubbly and sparkly. Yes, that's
Would
what I
you
got.
would you like to have a pint of it be my niece's first meal?
Well, it's one of the. It's how much blood
He
do I really
starts
have at this
chuckling.
point? To the amount, like at the moment, like I still don't. Like, have you seen my legs? They're made of pure electricity. This is just blood when I choose it to be blood. The second I don't want it to be blood anymore, then it turns into an electrical current.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. I'm joking.
Good, because I don't want to do that again. Again? What? Who's talking? Well,
I am so not used to being the sane one at the table. I mean that in the best possible way all around.
Okay. We can stick with them for like 5 minutes, if that's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What did I miss?
No, nothing. You just
Yeah,
need to be
nothing
somewhere
very
else for a
important.
second. So yeah.
Oh
Meanwhile.
my. I'm looking at this. When was it said that he might die?
I said I would die? I don't remember
The
saying
chat
that.
was asking you not to die.
Oh, yes. No, they're just worried about me interacting with vampires being the way that I am. It's just things like that. We can worry about things.
Can't be helped.
I'm
That would
frequently
be
worried
really
about
amusing,
you.
actually. What happens when a vampire basically bites an electric cord?
It kind of short circuits the vampire, but it also short circuits you. It's just not. It's not
just-
good. It's
I
one of
saw
the things that were
Aqua-
covered. It's one of the things that were covered in orientation to gremlinology. It's just
Right.
don't let vampires drink your blood. It doesn't work out for either person. Shorts you out for a few minutes to kind of forget some things here and there, and they can sometimes just be dead.
I just saw Aqua look up and to the left, and I know that's where I look when I'm making stuff up. So what happened? I asked a question, and you went, "Oh." But
As
is it
he's
possible?
answering with utter nonsense.
yeah. He's just making noise. But
I'm
while
like,
we
how
have,
much of this am I going to use?
is it possible for you to cut to let's say the conduits out in the bush, and we can do a bit with until Luna gets back?
Oh yeah, sorry. I meant to.
Oh, no worries.
I meant to continue on. I just got distracted.
Because Gregory will just keep saying nonsense until
Oh,
someone
good.
stops him.
It's my job to be in charge of stuff like that. So yeah, if we
Okay.
can, yeah.
So actually, it's your turn in the initiative, and
Yep.
make another willpower save to see if you can break out of it.
+3, you say? That's not very many. Oh, damn! 23.
Nice.
Oh, you're awake now. You're back, and yeah,
So-
Theodorus is caught off guard, so you have a chance to attack this level 20
No, that
human
wasn't even on my.
illusionist.
No, I'm not an adventurer, scarred or otherwise. That was not even on the possibility of list of things to do. I'm just
So you're
imagining
not
like
feeling
there's
suicidal right now.
this wave of willpower rolls over me, and just kind of look around, and so suddenly I can hear or I know that the curfew's in effect now again.
Yeah, your memories
know
came
I'm in-
back.
I'm in deep doo-doo if I stay out here. I'm done. I'm getting out of this city. I'm running to the nearest wall or the nearest door, or the nearest gate. I know the big ones are locked, but is there any chance I can find or I might know about some way out of this city?
Well, there is a leprechaun who's on the other side of the gate, and they can help. They can teleport people within line of sight. So, if you ask nicely, she might help that, but that'll be a persuasion.
Absolutely. My little friend. You know what? I was going to tell you a story. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I need out. I need out real bad. Please help. 15.
Oh, that's just enough. She teleports you to the other side, to her side of the gate.
Oh, thank you very much. Can I do anything for you in payment? I don't have much, and I start pulling out my little handful of silver.
She says, "My name is Aurelia. Take me with you."
Aurelia, absolutely. You wanna? You ever ride a dwarf? And I offer to. I make motions to show that I'm offering a piggyback ride.
She shrinks down so that she can.
Up on the shoulders, and we're gone. So,
Okay.
where are you from? That's our
I
jogging
don't
down the road.
remember.
I've heard that happens to you. Were you drinking? That's usually what I've heard.
No, I've just been trapped in a spell for an enchantment for many years.
That's definitely worse. Yeah, that is definitely. Where are you going?
I'm hoping to get to the capital city in Zamhall.
Which way is that?
It's upriver.
So this way, and I turn. And just head in that direction. The direction I think the river is in.
Yes, it's. Ooh.
So I will keep heading in that direction. You said you've been trapped for a very long time. Are you injured at all?
No, just some memory damage. When you take mental damage for a long time, it tends to add up.
I wouldn't normally be this forward, but it's been quite a day. Are you evil?
No. Not that I remember.
May I test that?
That's interesting. How do you plan on doing that?
I would like to cast Evil Banish.
Okay.
With their permission.
If
If they're good, then they shouldn't take damage, right? It's only if they're the varying shades of evil.
Right. So
The
she'll
more
let
evil
you.
they are, the more damage they would take. So
She'll let you. And
I'm sure
her
you'll be
logic
fine.
of she.
yeah, and then I'm giving her a piggyback ride, so I just touch a leg with a finger and cast the spell. It's gonna be my 6.
She takes nothing.
I hope you understand why I had to do that.
I do. I didn't know for sure if I used to be evil or not.
Oh, well, in
Better for both of us that way.
that case, I'm quite happy it worked out the way it did. Now hold on, and I start to jog. I'm silly fit, so you could, if you would like a roll from me.
Right, sorry. Okay.
It's all good. We finally got me pointed in the right direction. So
Oh, awesome.
I spoke nonsense for quite some time.
This is not out of the ordinary.
that's why you're
It's
here,
time
man.
talking.
So yes, I am just
Alright.
going to allow this leprechaun Aurelia lead me to the capital city and just chat inanely the whole time.
I would be able to teleport there, but there's warding around the city right now.
Can you take us as far as the warning?
She snaps her fingers, and you guys are right there at the city gate.
Oh, that's much better than running. I'll put you down now. This probably looks a little odd, and I pick her off my shoulders and put her down.
She'll grow back to her 5'5" size.
So could you cross that? Because now I'm looking up at her now because I'm just a dwarf. Can you cross this ward, or does it just prevent you from doing your magic?
I don't know for sure, but
Well,
is everybody doing okay?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're all good. Thank you for checking, though.
I am having a wonderful time.
I just.
Yeah, but I'll say it again. Thank you for checking. That is a real sign of a good GM. They check in. Thank you.
And the reason I do it out loud is because I want people to know that I'm not just ignoring things.
Oh yes, we know. We appreciate it, but we know.
I'm sorry. I'm starting to get sick to my stomach.
Okay. Well, then this is a perfect time as as we stand outside the city. This seems to me, Aqua, it's your game. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, then sit back and have a breath. And allow me to step in at this point. We leave Quern standing just outside that gate with his new friend. And the other two in the city causing mayhem and chaos and viewing mayhem and chaos in various locations.
You know, mostly trying to talk people into mayhem and chaos of their
And
way of
that too, yeah. And Conduise is probably the happiest of all of us at the moment, just hugging a tree. So at this point, this is where I was going to step in anyway. That's where we're going to drop the curtain on the scenes for tonight. And I would like to thank everybody that was here tonight. It's now that moment where you get to have your breath. We're all done. Just deflate a little bit. Jellycat, I'm going to start with you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for bringing your character. That coffee is still warm and it's killing me. Mine is not only cold, it's empty.
Wait, hold on, wait. I got you.
oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you can imagine. Thank you so much. I noticed something tonight that I did not expect. I could read your VTube character. It's so well rigged that yeah, exactly. When bad things were happening, you went like this, and you could see you shrinking.
Yeah.
It's way more than I ever expected. That is
Super
really
cool.
cool. Thank you for bringing this technology here. I love it. Welcome back anytime, in particular when we take the next step on this journey. Thank you. Until then, where can we find you? You obviously art. Where can we find you and your
Yes.
stuff?
You can find me at Jelly the Ghost Cat on Instagram. I eventually I get this done, but I'm also on the Scarred Adventures blog. Eventually, I just have not finished my first post yet, and I did
It's
want
all
to say
good.
that.
Yeah. Wow, thank you, Mudkip. I appreciate that very, very much.
Oh,
5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. Thanks, Aqua, for kicking this off from Mudkip, along with 5 tier 1 subs. So I'm gonna let that soak in for a minute, Aqua, while I work my way the rest of the way around this room. Jellycat, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. And you're at our Discord as well. So once again, people can go there. If they missed the information tonight, they can get it there from us. Whew. That was amazing. Next. Oh, Scarred. I love it, man. Your range. You could play the darkest, like most cursed beast of a creation of a thing that no one likes, and the next night you can play this fool who should be killed outright but is so bloody charming that you just kind of, oh man, he must be a bard. He has to be a bard, right?
He's a hunter.
Yeah,
I
I
gave him a
know.
negative charisma modifier.
that is awesome.
Oh, I adore it.
My
Oh,
reasoning
so much
behind
fun.
that is just he just says things. He doesn't
Yes.
really think about the things he says. He just says the things. So
Well, it makes
that's why his
perfect sense
charisma
because
is
you're
low.
based on lightning, the element of sort of lightning, and you know that never sits in one place very long, and it makes no sense, and it jumps randomly from point to point. So, brilliant role playing as always. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Luna, thank you so much. Your characters always make me laugh. There is this charming innocence about them, and when bad things happen, and they kind of go, "Oh, yeah," it's
Yeah.
it's so wonderful to watch. I appreciate it very much, and to all 3 of
Thank
you. Oh, wait a minute. I have to back up because I didn't get Scarred to tell us about his thing. Tell us about your thing.
Yes, I run the ScarredAdventure.com, a place where I encourage creativity and awesomeness. Please come check it out. Please, if you are a creative type and you want to join, please let me know, and I will find some way of doing so. I can't ask you to join until you ask me to join, so it's a catch-22 for that situation. But you know,
As it is. He's not really acting, folks. He's just had 4 Red Bulls. That's.
Oh no, I think today's been no Red Bulls. This is
Well, that
just
explains
me.
it too.
This is just me slightly off my. This is me taking my medication late.
And then we skip back to Luna. Thank you, all the thank yous again, like I said before. And where can we find you and what you're doing?
Oh, my art stuff is mainly on Instagram and Twitter. However, I will also be joining the Scarred Adventure blog eventually. So that's
Awesome.
really
Oh, I
cool.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. This place for the sort of the written word side of all this creativity. Oh, magnificent. I am happy that we have this connection between those 2 places. So.
Yeah. And the Discords. The Discords are all so good.
Thank you. The community at our Discord is something to be bragged about, and I do all the time. It is one of the most supportive places on the internet. I'll go out there. I'll go right out there and say it. I'm not even going to qualify that in any way, shape, or form. I am so proud to be part of it. I don't know how it happened, but we found all the good people, and they're all hanging around and being amazing to each other, and it doesn't get any better than that. Sharing joy is my goal in the world, and there are 50 plus people on that Discord channel that are helping me do it every single day. Thank you for bringing them up, Luna. And
Oh yeah,
now,
it's awesome.
oh, and now, Aqua, thank you so, so much. Your bravery. I said this about a lot of people that came on this show, but you are the very first person who contacted me when I said, "Who wants to run a one shot on this channel?" You were the fastest, bravest typer that day, and you got the first slot because of that. And you shone tonight. That was amazing. It was completely different than the way any other game on this channel gets GM'd, and that's the point of these Tuesday nights.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for coming out here tonight and being so brave and showing us your world and showing us your game and herding cats, because I know it's herding cats because I do it 4 nights a week. So it's herding cats, and you can't convince me otherwise. You did an amazing job, and I'm very much looking forward to the next time you're here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would also like to say thank you to Aqua. Just thank you for inviting us into the world to become part of it. And then watch as I try to come up with lore that I don't know anything about. So thank you so much.
Mhm.
This entire session, I've been at the edge of my seat. I've been so excited. I'm so invested. I'm so excited. I love the system, by the way. I probably did something wrong and that's my fault, but I like it a whole lot. And I'm really excited to eventually be able to maybe run it for some people I know.
Thank you. And I'm actually doing a 12-hour stream of it on Friday on my channel. Aqua Summer Woods is just the name of it. Scarred will be there, and 2 of my other friends, and it starts at 6 p.m. EST Eastern Time, and runs until 6 a.m. Eastern. And I will be exhausted from trying to get 3 of the most chaotic people in my life to at least level 16 in 12 hours.
Luck.
Yes, I will both try and not try to make it easy for you.
He will, I guarantee you, bring his best game, which is a joy to watch. The nice thing with the hyper kind of creative people that we have here, and Aqua, here's the big secret to sitting behind the screen on any of these people in this Discord. If you're ever stumped for what to say, just shush for a second, and they will fill the gap. But I mean that with all my heart. Thank you so much for being brave enough to come and do this. What a start. Who the people that go next have got a bar to live up to. So thank you very much. Is there anything that you would like to close with tonight? It's your game.
Just that I need to, if we do this again, I need to rotate who's the main character, because I definitely focused on Sam this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
I do that in an ensemble way, so different pieces will always focus on a different character.
Then that's covered. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
That makes sense. So there's some folks that are further away, so it makes sense that they will get more of the time next time, right? Until we're all where you need us to be. Right? That's part of the art of storytelling is, and it's also, now that we mentioned it, now that you brought it up, it is a difficult thing to play. I make light of it all the time. I always say, always split the party. But it is difficult running 4 separate people, having 4 separate adventures at the same time. And again, to have the bravery to do that in your very first attempt on this channel, behind the screen, well done.
Mhm.
So, with that, there's 2 thank yous that I have left to do. Thank you very much to the chat and Mudkip. I don't know what to say about you, man. I don't know what to say at all. Thank you. Over and over, you keep gifting these subs to these wonderful people and supporting the channel, and you're amazing. Thank you. Everybody else that was out there tonight, thank you. Thank you for interacting. Lance shows up every time at every single one, and I think it's because I'm streaming in 1080p and his phone can't handle it, but he keeps having to leave. He is actually somebody I met he's from the East Coast here, but I met him in an Australian Discord. So that's the kind of community that gaming has in general. But I tend to blither. So thank you to all the people in chat, and thank you to all the people that are going to be watching this on YouTube in future on Dirty 20 Gaming. Until next time, as always. Oh, I got a finger.
Oh yeah, no, it's thank you, Kevin, as well for creating a situation where this is possible and facilitating a wonderful community.
Thank you. I do not want to be the only DM on this channel. That's not how this works. I want everybody that wants a chance to sit in that chair and feel the joy and terror. I mean, it is equal amounts of both. But if you want to feel that and have a bunch of people watch you feel that, contact us. And if that terrifies you, then look upon these fine folks with even more awe and wonder than you already are, because they had the bravery to say yes. So it's possible. It's fun. And until next time, be nice to each other. Good night.